My name is Lori Sekel and I live in northeastern Pennsylvania. I am finally home. We actually got home from our trip yesterday, and what an ordeal it was. And I'm sorry, I'm not a standstill kind of person, so I figured I'd get my walk in while I was recording. I know I'm behind, but I determined I wasn't going to quit. When Jesse started this challenge, I knew it started while I was on vacation, and I thought, I will not let that be an excuse. That was before I knew we had very spotty internet connection and cell reception. And although I could make a video, I couldn't download it. And when I finally did get internet, there were 123 messages in the group chat, and I thought, there's no way I can read all that. And I would click on a link and it would just sit there and spin and spin and spin. And I thought, another challenge, we'll get through this. So when I finally got to day 2, my phone stopped mid-video and said, you don't have enough room on your phone. I had downloaded apps for the trip to take care of banking and such. Gas Buddy, Upside. I was trying to think of the name of the app for my gas, for savings on our trip. And of course I had taken a lot of pictures, and that used up all my memory on my phone. So I thought, great, I have half a video, sorry, covering the camera, and can't even download it. And I figured I'll just wait till I get home. I'll get caught up and I'll figure what I can do at that point. But I love it here in the northeastern woods of Pennsylvania, the Pocono Mountains. It's beautiful. I love my home and I'm glad to be back. On to day 3, how to deal with stress and anxiety. And I must tell you, that was perfect for this time in my trip. I would say in the past, if something bothered me, I often had to be reminded to just sit and chill. There's a song that we grew up singing as children. Why worry when you can pray? Trust Jesus, he'll be your stay. And it was in one of my early years of teaching. I came home from work and it was just in tears about how the class went and how my students were responding, and I wasn't dealing with this very well. And my husband sarcastically said, why pray when you can worry? And it just caught me off guard, thinking, you're right, I need to pray about this. Give it to God, leave it in his hands. And honestly, just like my last video, some things we can't do anything about. I remember a job in college that was, hated it. Hated the man, hate's a strong word, I know. Disliked it immensely. The manager there was mean, very derogatory, and I thought after a week, I can't do this. I cannot work in this place. This is too stressful. So I gave my 2 weeks notice and I quit. And I thought, God's going to provide another job for me, and he did. So my answer to stress is to leave it with God. We came back from our trip and we had some issues with the rental car. I won't get into details, but it was stressing me out. And I was yelling at my husband, but they told us this, and this is what they said, and we called on the phone and tried to arrange such and such. And he said, Lori, just go to sleep. Nobody's going to be reading your email at 10 p.m. Go to bed. Wake up in the morning with a clear head, and we'll deal with it then. And you'll be able to think a lot clearer. You'll be able to respond in a loving manner rather than accusatory. And so I listened to him, and that was probably the best way to handle it. We say when dealing with children, I used to work at a child care center, as parents get frustrated and angry with children, put them in a safe place. If it's a baby, put them in a crib. Shut the door and walk away. Hold your breath, count to 10. Do not handle a child if you are angry, because you will regret what you are capable of doing. And I think stress does that to us. It makes us stop and think, I don't want to do something that I'm going to regret later. So My answer to handling stress and anxiety: pray, take a deep breath, handle it. Some things you can't control. Other things you just have to take one step at a time. Day 3, done. Have a great day.